Step Van Joe says, what's your take on the Sam Ash's closing? We talked briefly about the Hollywood Sam Ash closing last week. Now we know it's about 18 stores. I believe they have 37 stores or 30-ish stores, so it's about half. I've read a bunch of stuff trying to isolate some of the problems, and one of the things it talks about some failed negotiations or failed issues with the rent, right? Okay. That interesting in point, because what I noticed is a lot of the locations that are closing are in what I would definitely call the high rent or high real estate areas. I still think what I said last week, which was I think this in the long term could be good. When I say good, look, people losing their jobs, it's not good. Stores closing, it's not good. But best thing I think Sam Ash can do to secure its future is build a really good website. And I know, I tell you all the time, everybody's going to say, people say all the time, unbiased. Everybody's got a bias. I have a bias. And one of the things I think sometimes I misread on the bias is that because I have a YouTube channel, because I'm social media, because I'm on the internet, I think the internet is always good. Everything internet is good. I want you to think of me, in this regards, please think of me more like a weatherman. I'm giving you I'm not creating the rain, okay? I'm not making it rain tomorrow, okay? I'm telling you it's raining tomorrow. I can't make it sunny. I can't make it cold or hot. I just can tell you if it's cold or hot. I'm not saying I want stores closing and I want the internet to succeed. That's the farthest thing from what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's raining tomorrow. What I'm saying is that there is inevitability is stores closing. The largest U.S. retailer of musical instruments right now is Sweetwater. They have one store. So please don't put in the comments they have two locations. They do have a second location in Arizona, but you can't go to that. That's not the store. It's just a warehouse. 250,000 square foot warehouse, but it's still a warehouse. My point is that the largest retailer now, which was Guitar Center, but now is Sweetwater, is online only. I mean, and the largest, and look at Amazon and look at the growth. It's kind of like, look, I'm not saying I want that. I'm not saying, because I don't want it to be construed with that. The people have spoken with their wallets, and this is where we are. And the reality is, Sam Ash, I love them as a company. I've always liked them. I like mom and pops. Obviously, I was a mom and pop for 13 years. I cannot help but be sympathetic. Hell, I spend more phone time every year on the phone with mom and pop businesses for free, because trust me, I don't give my time for free to the bigger companies. But on the phone, for free, anything I can do, because I was there in the trenches doing it, and I loved it. I just happened to get this YouTube gig, and it like I said, it gave, there's a very detailed interview with me on the Tone Mob's website podcast, if you want to check it out. But anyways, the point is, I talk about how it gave me more time to spend with my kids and stuff. But the point of this is that, in my opinion, Sam Ash doesn't build a better website. They go out of business, period. That's the result. I mean, even somebody, and if you're going to say it, just fine. If you're going to say, well, Sam Ash, I go to my local Sam Ashville, and they really do a lot of band orchestra rentals, and that's a big part of the business. Yeah, and that's coming hard online. I haven't had a store in 7 years. In those 13 years, I've told you guys, I was a guitar store only. We never sold PA. We never sold drums. We were a rental depot for the largest renter of musical instruments physical in Arizona, which is Milano's Music, even though their competitor, which is basically Guitar Center, gave us a better deal to rent instruments. Music and Arts, which is owned by Guitar Center, they would come to you and say, hey, look, what does Milano's pay you? We'll pay you more. We can deliver the instruments. We can do everything via online. You just go on our website, tell us what instruments you need. They'll show up. We did Milano's because we supported the business in our city, in our town, in our state. We supported local. We were local. We supported local. My point, though, is the customers rent them, and then we get a percentage. I think we got 20%, so you guys know. So if we could rent, I can imagine, if you could rent 10,000 instruments, you'd make $2,000 a month. And that's residual. It just comes every month after month. My point is that with Sam Ash, although I hate hearing the stores closing, I'm hopeful this is not just, stores are closing, real estate's horrible, the market, all the things we know. I mean, we talked about the stores being very thin and empty. I want to say, I hope this is also a strategy change, because I think the strategy is to get online. I'm going to stay where I believe, which is this. Sweetwater gives me a fraction of what Guitar Center gives me to give you affiliate links, okay? I've said this many times. Guitar Center, I'm an affiliate for Guitar Center. They pay me 2.5 times what Sweetwater does. I constantly send you to Sweetwater. I don't have a problem, Guitar Center. Hell, it's the bottom line. Bottom line, and my bottom line is it's better if you go to Guitar Center. For me, if you buy through my affiliates through Guitar Center. But I prefer Sweetwater. I buy from Sweetwater over Guitar Center. Nothing wrong with Guitar Center. I just did a podcast a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago where I said I had a great experience at Guitar Center. My point though is I would love to send you to Sam Ash's website, but it's horrible. I told you this, I said to Sam Ash many times, I can't send viewers to your website. I don't buy from you because it's not functioning for me the way I want it to. And if you can improve that, I would send you the customers, even if at detriment to me financially, because I would rather do the thing that makes me feel better than gives me money. But more importantly, I can't send customers to be aggravated. I can't send my viewers to be aggravated. So that's my cents and dollars on cents on that. We'll see what happens. I did get a lot of emails, questions, texts from everybody in the industry going, what do you think of the Sam Ash's closing? And I told them the same thing I told you guys. I'm hoping it's an opportunity, and I think it's smart, but I don't know all the details, so we don't know why they're doing it. And I'm sure some of you guys probably know because you probably read whatever's being leaked online, but I'm just giving you what I know. If you enjoyed this podcast clip, you can watch the entire episode by clicking the link in the description or streaming it on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. You can also join it live every week, Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I hope to see you there. Until next time, know your gear.